Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. I hope everybody slept well. I did something this morning that it was so monumental for me, I have to share it with you. I bought a pair of black wedges last summer and I wore them out. Soles coming off, all the materials ripping, they've seen better days. So I ordered a new pair. The new pair came. I took them out of the box and I threw away the old pair. You guys do not know. I am the biggest hoarder. Typically what I would do is order the new pair and be like, ooh, they're so nice. I don't want to mess them up. So I'll keep wearing the old pair and save the new pair for something special. And then end up all the way at next summer with one pair that literally has holes in it and one new pair that's never been touched. But I didn't do it this time, folks. I pushed through and fought through my weirdness. And I actually threw the old pair in the garbage where they belong because they are literally coming apart. Like the sole is ripping off, and put the new pair in its place. It's amazing. Only took me 39.5 years to get there. So someone said a sentence to me. Every once in a while, someone will say something and I'm like, hold it, Coffee Talk. This happened to me. Talking to a girlfriend, right, on the phone. She lives in Chicago. And I'm like telling her a story. And I'm like, it's fine. I mean, obviously I'm over it. And she's like, no. If you're still looking backwards, Jamie, you're not ready to move forward. And I was like, say that again? And she was like, if you're still looking backward, you're not ready to move forward. And I was like, if you're still looking, am I still looking backward? So we hang up the phone and I'm laying in bed and I'm like, am I still looking backward? Okay, so I'm not operating from a place of emotion, right? Because I like to do that. And I think a lot of women do. Something happens to us, we get hurt or offended or whatever the case may be, and we want to react while we're in that initial emotional phase, right? Which is like basically the worst thing you could do. Because everybody knows the best thing to do is marinate on it, like let the process sort of begin, absorb the lesson, really work on what's going on, and then execute. But I'm like, you hurt me, you must die. I'm like right from reaction, right? So I'm learning. I'm working through it. I also find, P.S., much better resolution comes 3 weeks to a month out from when you've been wronged. The first month is cloudy with emotion. All kinds of I've been wronged, I've been hurt, the injustice, blah, blah, blah. The real work comes about a month out, just so you know. If you can get there, if you can work through that emotional space and really let the process happen for you, I promise you, when you get a month out, the perspective is so different. It's like a layer of clouds has lifted and now you can kind of see things more clearly and you can execute the right type of reaction. Because an emotional reaction isn't good for anybody. Take it from the girl who has been doing them for as long as she can remember. Anyway, I digress. So I realized that there is something so true about the fact that if we are still looking back at a situation, we are not ready to move forward. And that's okay, because sometimes, we've talked about it before, people want you to just get over it. People want you to just move on. And it's like, even when you know you should, sometimes you just can't. Or you're just not ready. But I think the most amazing thing about what she said to me was, coffee, that it forced me to be honest with myself about a lot of situations. When you get to a point where you no longer need the people in your life to validate how wrong you feel you've been done or how hurt you are, when you no longer need to check their social media, when you no longer need to bring their name up in certain groups to see if there's anyone else who doesn't like them, when all of these things stop becoming habit, when you can actually hear their name in conversation and not feel like you want to puke in your mouth or immediately be like, ugh, she's whatever, he's whatever. When you get to a place where someone can say, oh, I ran into so-and-so, and you can go, oh, that's good. That's when you know. That's when you know you're not looking backward anymore. When you're not 370 days deep in their Instagram, just like reminiscing or mocking every picture or being like, she's gross. Everybody's gross on this Instagram. You know, just trying to make yourself feel better. And by the way, we've all done it. So like, don't sit there and be like, Jamie, you've blah, blah, blah. So have you. Okay? That's the real world. So stop and just be happy you're in our club. Okay? Thank you. When you can get past all of that, that is when you know you are truly ready to move forward. And the beautiful thing is, you're able to do it in such a way that it doesn't feel forced. You don't feel like the world has told you to just get over it. You literally just feel like you are ready to move forward. It's a process. It takes time. It is like anything. I met this wonderful girl who left her job. And she was sort of like edged out. And the amount of pain she was in and the process that she went through for so long, like reading articles about what the company was doing and reading up on the person they hired in her place and following the trouble that her boss was now having in his personal life and all of these things. Other people were going, dude, you got to get over it. But I get it because that was her process. The only way she could stop looking backward was to work out all the emotional kinks so that she could get to a place where she no longer harbored resentment towards the company or him or her or anyone else. She could literally just move forward. So trust your process and don't let anybody rush you through it. And don't let anybody make you feel bad for it. Like, obviously, don't be like lurking outside someone's house in your car for 4 hours on a Friday. Because that would be weird, Jamie. Weird. But go through your process. And when you no longer feel like you need to keep looking back, you know that you are ready to move forward. I love you so much today. Have a great day.